Hey, this is part 2 of a series. If you haven't seen the first part yet, check the top right corner. There should be a link to the video there. Book 2.
Fnaf the Twisted Ones. So, okay, we're starting off chapter 1. Dr. Treadwell is Charlie's college robotics professor, and she is...
You're not really following your dad's footsteps. Just don't follow in his last footstep.
So this takes place 1 year after the first book. We have a friend named Artie now.
Cool.
Yeah, he's irrelevant. Artie is irrelevant.
Cool, we'll not remember his name.
So now Charlie is plagued with nightmares of trying to reach Sammy, her brother. So here's one point I really don't like about this book. And in fairness, I didn't really like John and Charlie to begin with. But at the end of the other book, Charlie basically said that she wasn't going to get together with John. And I was like, that's fair. That's a mature thing to do because you just suffered serious trauma. And you're both kind of messed up right now. She immediately goes to him for, like, everything. For comfort. And that's pretty much what she uses him for. The whole time, it was a bit of a pet peeve. Because I felt so... John is kind of a little weird about it. Like, it's very obvious she doesn't really feel that way. But he keeps going for it. But Charlie's also kind of messed up because she never fully says no because she wants John to comfort her. And I'm like, Charlie, you're weird for that. To go to college, Charlie has her first fight with her aunt. So that's fun because her aunt was very opposed to her going back near Hurricane and also, which is fair, for obvious reasons. And also because she wants to go to college to be like her dad, which her aunt is like. So in this book, a lot of what bothers me about Charlie is she suffers a lot of main character syndrome, and not like warranted main character syndrome, because she is the main character. But she does a lot of things that I'm like, girl. She forces her way into college, basically. And after she forces her way into college, she basically... Jessica is so nice in this book. Jessica literally becomes one of my favorite characters, because she never really changes. But she basically becomes Jessica's roommate. Jessica doesn't say no, but she didn't really say yes either. So I was kind of like, what the heck, Charlie?
How does she force her way into college?
She keeps begging. She keeps begging the, like, deans and whoever else is in charge, and they're eventually like, okay. Charlie finds... This is another thing that bothers me. Charlie finds Artie cute, because she doesn't really care about John.
So go to Artie for everything John is doing for me.
But then actually scratch that, because Artie said the words Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and now Charlie hates him. I then said R.I.P. to Jessica, worst roommate Charlie, because she has her, like, semester project thing she's working on is an AI, but it's a like a little plastic doll. It's got 2 heads. The whole goal is to make them learn conversation from everyday conversation she has with people around her, and from that they will begin talking to each other. And she's doing that because we're led to believe that she has a weird psychic link with her twin brother, and so that's supposed to symbolize her and her brother. I was over it.
What the fuck?
I was over
Scott, what the fuck does that mean?
Also, the parts she used, R.I.P. to Theodore the Rabbit, because those are the parts that she used. So now she just keeps his head. So all of Charlie's character development is gone. And Charlie says that we are no longer allowed to talk about Freddy's because it makes her uncomfortable, and then proceeds to talk about her dead brother a lot. So that's fun. This next bullet is amazing. Charlie's stupid. I was having a moment. Because she says something along the lines of, like, John is, like, basically, like, do you want to go on a date? And Charlie's like, what's a date, basically? And Jessica's like, also a dead body? A dead body appears.
You
So
just...
that's good.
Dead body.
Yeah, basically. Chapter 2. This has a lot of my anger towards Charlie in this particular set of notes. It gets better, I swear, but in this book she just made me mad for no reason. Not for no reason. She knows what she did. So Charlie dealt with Fred, so now she feels that she's an expert. So she chooses to tamper with a crime scene by touching a dead body.
Cool.
Also, apparently Dave's alive because he had time to stage his death with fake blood.
Isn't Dave...
Dave is William.
Just call him William.
Do you want me to... Well, I called him Dave in this one. Sorry, I'll start using William instead so we know who we're talking about. Willard Lillard.
Does the book call him William?
No, I don't think so. I don't entirely recall if they know his name yet. We do, but I don't know if they do. Anyway, Chapter 3. John dated a girl named Rebecca, but she broke up with him because all he talks about is Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, because he's traumatized. So, John is no longer dating Rebecca. However, he is being affectionate with Charlie, and she's actively moving away from John's affections. So, it's weird that he keeps progressing. Also, Charlie then proceeds to piss me off again by being like, I will go back to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and then she does anyway, endangering all of her friends. Chapter 4. Charlie says, I'll put you back together to Theodore, to which I responded with just a raised eyebrow. Because if you don't know, the reason for that is because that's a very prevalent line in the end of Fnaf 4, where somebody tells the crying child they will put them back together. And I just was like, Charlie's in her edgy phase. Like, nobody understands my creepy ghost twin project. Can't imagine why.
Maybe don't make a creepy ghost twin project.
That's a really weird thing to do, buddy. Also, welcome back to another episode of Charlie putting her alleged besties in danger. That's fun. I feel the most bad for Jessica. I love Jessica in this one.
Her friends are really putting up with a lot.
They are, and they really shouldn't. If I was her friend, I'd be like, bye. You'll never see me again. Also, what a surprise. They found Springtrap. Chapter 5.
Willard Lillard is there?
Willard Lillard. So, in Chapter 5, Charlie is being a really bad friend to Artie, big surprise, and a bad whatever she is with John. After that, she finds another body.
She tampered with this one too.
Charlie tampers with a dead body.
Alright! Yeah, baby, 2 for 2! Wanted criminal!
I responded, why the fuck is she on the case? And then the next bullet point is Holes the sequel, because she found more holes. So, the holes mean something in this one, unlike the other one where I don't know what they meant. Alright, Chapter 6.
Go on.
Chapter 6. So Charlie forgets that her and John are going on a date. And then I put, raise your hand if you're shocked. Nobody. So I was very mad at this point. Because Charlie says, stop looking at me as if you have a right to disapprove of me. And I was basically like, watch me. And then proceeded to just hate her this entire book. So that's fun. I'm glad I got to do that. And she makes John drive to her old house and then gets mad at John because she doesn't tell him everything that he needs to know. So...
What? So she doesn't tell him?
She doesn't tell him a lot of things, and then she gets mad at him because he's confused. Because he doesn't know why he's there. You know?
I don't like her very much.
They find Funtime Foxy, I think.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like Funtime Foxy. It might just be the twisted version of Foxy, I don't know. It sounds a lot like Funtime Foxy. It might not be. It probably isn't, realistically, but...
It's like, it's the name of the book.
Regardless, John rips its head off.
Oh.
So good for you, John.
Does that kill it?
I don't know. But they find out illusion discs are confirmed. You know what those are, right?
Damn it.
He knows what those are. Okay, Chapter 7. The goons are out looking for robots. They become what is basically the Scooby-Doo gang. Chapter 8. The police are here and useless, go figure, and a wolf animatronic claims another victim. Maybe.
Roxanne?
No. Different one.
She also didn't exist right now.
Yeah. Chapter 9.
Hold on. You can't just blow over that. Chapter 8. The wolf.
The wolf claims another. Chapter 9.
When did the wolf claim the first one?
I don't know.
What?
A lot of animatronics kill a lot of people in this book.
Yeah, but you can't just be like, yeah, the wolf kills again. This is the first time I've heard of the wolf.
It's important to mention, all of the people who are showing up dead look like Charlie. So I wonder if they're trying to get Charlie. Anyway. Apparently Charlie got a frogman killed.
Not a frog.
I said R.I.P. Frogman. I don't know who the Frogman is, but I feel bad. I'm sorry, Frogman. Okay, anyway, after Frogman dies, apparently, Charlie promises a date, but does not go.
To Frog with Frogman?
Because, no, with John. It was basically Frogman. I'm just kidding. Charlie promises to go on a date with John, but she doesn't go because she wants to be killed.
What?
John catches on to Charlie's super dumb plan. Chapter 10. A creepy snake bear eats Charlie, which is kind of what it's like. He just pulls her into him, which is really weird. To trap her.
Like the security breach thing with Gregory. Close enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they actually use their jaw, though, which is really weird. And I did not like reading. Charlie's gone. Oh no. Chapter 11. Charlie's friends agree she is dumb. But they are far more forgiving than me. Because they're immediately like, we have to go help her. Clay is now an alcoholic.
Damn, Drew.
So that's great. He lost his touch and Betty left him. Also, he took the robot children, by which I mean he has the animatronics in his basement.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I think it's because the children are still in them, but you would think he would be like, let's give them like a proper burial. And not be like, I want them in my basement. Charlie's friends then go down to the basement to ask for their help, and they're like, yeah, sure, we'll help, and then they just start walking. So, good for them.
That's just an option?
Yeah.
You can just go talk to the ghosts?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, what's up? They don't understand you completely, but they understood that, they said something like William Afton's back, and the ghosts were like, okay, chapter 12. Charlie is currently in some version of Freddy. Freddy's eyes roll back, and something happens with a spring lock. I don't think she gets spring locked, but I think one goes off. And she immediately gets knocked out. Charlie escapes
concussed.
the Freddy suit. No, she wakes up later. She escapes the Freddy suit and is in what I can only describe as, I think it's the sister location. I don't know if it's like the sister location, but it's like somewhere I don't know. There's a waterfall in there.
The Rainforest Cafe.
No. And then after that I wrote Balloon Boy confirmed, and then Balloon Boy Army confirmed, because there's more than one of them. There's a lot of them.
My battery.
Chapter 13. The Twisted Animatronics attack. William Afton's back. And he reminded Charlie that robots are robots.
Thanks, William.
Very cool. Dave and Charlie are just being insufferable, you know? Mostly Dave was like, I'm sorry, William. Willard Lillard.
Thanks.
He basically was like, I'm Springtrap now. It's like, okay, go off. He's very excited about that.
You can't say that. Go off. Oh!
Charlie's being reckless, which we already knew. I thought it said Redis. I was like, lettuce?
Scooby-Doo trying to say lettuce.
Redis. Charlie's been doing sit-ups, but
why does that matter? They're really working on my abs while
Charlie-
I'm kidnapped.
Charlie's been doing. She says this in the book. She's like, I've been doing sit-ups, and while she's fighting William Afton, and I'm like, oh, wow. Here's a fun part. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So the animatronics meet the old animatronics.
That was an accident.
Okay.
The animatronics meet the old animatronics.
So basically, the animatronics who were asked for help fight the twisted animatronics. So that's pretty cool, actually. I kind of like that. I was like, yeah. Springtrap says, I took you to Charlie. So there's a reveal. That's important.
What does it reveal?
Do you want to guess? Because we'll learn in the next book.
That she's an animatronic. Oh, no. Willard killed her. Willard.
He did indeed.
Yeah.
Charlie being door annoying. Yep.
That makes sense.
Freddy trap. Death. Oh!
What?
Charlie dies in this book.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. Well, we're done.
Nope.
God damn it.
So Charlie dies because what Freddy trap means is Freddy got her again, and she's in Freddy again, but this time she actually got crunched to death. So that's fun.
Frontal lobe.
More than that. Chapter 14. There is then an awkward Artie encounter, who doesn't know that his friend Charlie is dead, but will never see her again. Aunt Jen showed up at the scene of the crime, and she took Charlie's dying hand that was reaching out of a bear animatronic.
The image of, like, help.
And at the very end of the book, a woman who looks like Charlie shows up.
It's her mom.
No.
Damn it.
Her mom never shows up.